Peace and blessings, family. I'm sorry to come to y'all so late, but I got home and had a box, and in the box was something I had been waiting for, and I just got to share it, even though it's late and I'm tired. I am going to share this. Give me a minute, y'all. I was trying to set up something here because I'm just doing this kind of on the whim tonight. Uh oh, did that do it right? Yep. Okay. So, family. Yeah, so tonight I'm on here because my book came, and thanks to a Queen Mother, uh, Mama Kosawa out of Philadelphia. She passed this past April the 8th, but for a couple of years she was working on her latest book, and it was called Mama Time, Queen Warriors and the Women Who Wear Them. And because of her, she was telling me that I should write about my mom. And, I was a little like, oh, I don't know. I had all these little writings. So I decided to do a little piece, and the book came today. And so I'm published in here. And I read it in my altar room and teared up. And because it's like, it's all about my mom and my foremothers and just who they are. And y'all gotta let me just show you the queen who told me to submit something because I was like, oh, I don't know, but she did all of her and a few other people worked with her to do the editing. And so they all worked to edit this book. That's the book that she put together before she passed. And I think like the next week we were supposed to all fly to Philly and to go to a book release. And she died that week before on April the 8th. Um, but y'all, this woman is incredible. Um, every year on the road trip, she would host the girls and she would share her life, her story. I mean, when an elder like this leaves us, y'all, it's devastating in a lot of ways because we don't get to hear those stories. We don't get to hear what their life was like when they were young and our age, and what were they really doing. You know what I mean? And what wisdom or information could they impart to you? And a few of my girls had the opportunity to meet Mama Akosua and just really loved on her and was so grateful for her. And I was grateful that she pushed me. I mean, she pushed me to submit something. Um, and I looked at this book, and they're for sale, so I ordered a whole bunch of them to share with my family and friends. But I wrote about my mom, and um, here's my page. I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't know if I'm going to, but that's my page in the book. So I'm so excited, and I'm so grateful for Mama Kosowa who pushed me. She pushed me, family, to write this book. I mean, to write this piece in the book, and it makes me publish, and I'm so grateful. And when I look at what I submitted, because sometimes you don't know what you submitted or remember what you submitted, but mine's is under Rolanda Alaha Wilkins, and it's Odu to my ancestors in the midst of 7 generations, Odu to my mother May, and then the final departure. But they all kind of read into each other. And I'm just going to read you the Odu, and then the last, it's really short. But mine says that I am the daughter of great people. I am the great great granddaughter of Winnie Parks, who was an enslaved African in Fairfax County, Virginia, who lived to be 102. I am the great granddaughter of Georgia Parks Odrick Blackburn, who was a teenager when emancipation came, and she lived to be 82 years old. She was also married 3 times and made the journey from Fairfax County, Virginia to North Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am the granddaughter of Alice Blackburn, who was the proud deaf mother of 12 children. I am the daughter of the late beloved May Newman Wilkins, who braved the West to ensure her children's children would have better days. I am Rolanda Wilkins, the present day representative of the ancestors. And it's interesting, tonight I was at my nephew's and we were celebrating his 31st birthday, and his children, with his son was there, one child. And when we dance and party, we really be partying for our ancestors because we get to be here. We get to do this very different. When we was coming up, my mom would probably do like cake and some ice cream and maybe make your favorite dish. But we get to do all kind of lavish stuff, and we know that's because of our ancestors paving the way with how they lived their lives. And so I would hope that in this book that my ancestors will be pleased with me, with what I've chosen to write about with them, what because they gave me such gifts, and I pray that they will be pleased with me in this book. So that's the name of the book. And then the final piece of this is called The Final Departure. And I wrote this when my mother made her transition, and we had to go in and look over her body and sit with her body where she was. And I will never forget this. But I wrote this piece as I was sitting in my car preparing to go home from where she was. It says, "Rain. I remember rain and rain. I remember looking down on her peaceful body, surrounded by my sisters, my niece, and my Aunt Winnie. I remember her cold hands in her peaceful face. I remember touching her face and caressing her beautiful face. I remember gray streaks in her hair. I remember stroking her hands and kissing her lips and cheeks. Thank you, God, for this woman, my mother May, for allowing her to be my mother in this life, for allowing me to look upon her face again and again, for allowing me to dance with her in my life and now in my dreams, for giving me to her and her to me, for allowing her to see her mother again, her brother again, and all the others will welcome her back home again. I remember her love, her love, her love. I remember her life, our life. I remember crying and crying and crying. I remember rain and rain and rain. So I wrote three pieces, but those were just two of them. The other one is really long. But this is the book, family. I am published. And I'm in here with a lot of great women who wrote stories about their moms, man. Like dear sister from Haiti is in this book. Madame Bello is in this book. There's a lot of great women in this book. I mean, just some of the titles, in here. Why Black Girls Wear Braids, Mother to Daughter, Nana John May Johnson, Legacy from Three Warrior Queens Who Raised Me. I mean, these are some of the titles of the stories that women wrote about their moms. And I'm just so grateful, y'all, that when the universe, your ancestors, whatever, send folks your way to push and nudge you. I met the deadlines. I was very nervous. I made, she did the corrections and all that kind of stuff. And then she passed on. And how blessed I am to be in her final book, published book that she was putting out called Mama Time, Queen Warriors and the Women Who Reared Them. This is a book about people sharing their stories with their mother, who a lot of them are our ancestors now, including my own. But I am so grateful. So, family, this is a book that you got to have. It's great for the library. I've already read a couple of things in here, but I'm so blown away that I get to be amongst my mother, gets to be amongst other women who love their moms and wrote about their mothers. I'm so grateful. So, if you haven't got your copy of this book, let me see. It has Mama Akosua Al Sabri, her bio in the back of this book. The woman is amazing, and she also was a doctor, y'all. She was a holistic health and wellness educator, spiritual counselor since 1968. This woman's story was incredible. Who put this book together? And even though she was one of those incredible black forces of women, she always made time for me and my girls, prepared us food, and we sat at her feet and she shared her life with us. And for a lot of the girls, that meant a lot because a lot of them didn't necessarily have grandmothers or women that age that you can ask them what was they doing in 1968 and how does that roll up to now? Like, how did you get married? How did you have children? They were asking her so many things. Then they asked about her political life, where she was very active. I mean, about that life in terms of nation building. She was right up there. And so, how blessed they were to sit at her feet and to ask her these questions and for her to answer them. And so, I am very blessed, very honored to be a part of this book. Mama Time, Queen Warriors, and the Women Who Reared Them. Get your copy, family. Get your copy today. Don't delay. Send yours in right away. Like my family is in the book, y'all. I talked about how we all got our names and, you know, some of our birth story. Like I'm proud. I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I am published in someone else's work. And that gives me more strength to write my own book because I always hear you should write a book. But it's something about the first thing I publish is in a book of collective stories. And I'm so grateful, y'all. I'm so grateful. Because I don't know about y'all, but my mother was incredible. And I want the whole world to know who she is. Just so you can see that you probably have a mama like that too. And when your mother's been good to you, when your mother sacrificed for you, when your mother loves you beyond what you think you can know, you want to tell the world all about her. So, family, I'm grateful for this book. Um, As a matter of fact, before I get off here, I'm going to put this number up where you can order this book at. It's a page in here where you can order the book. The number is, I'm going to type it in here, then I'm going to put it up. It's 800. Wait, come on, please. It's 800 890 5159. So that's the phone number. Oops, sorry, y'all. Where you can order this book. Or you can email Y or Ujama PRC at AOL.com. And family, you can email them too if you want to get the book there as well. Um, this is just incredible. I'm so like just honored. I can't even believe it. There is a website. I'll put that up there. And the website is www. Dot the same as the email. Jama Press RC.com. Yeah. Love, 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 love. All right. And there it is, family. There's the website. So if you wanted to order this book, Mama Time, Queen Warriors and the Women Who Reared Them. It's a great book. It is the last published book, I believe, of our dear Queen Mother. I'm going to show you her face again. This is the woman who is responsible for me being able to write the story about my mom and have it published. And that is Queen Mother Mama Kosawa Ali Sabri. And this is the queen who who published this book, who talked to women all across the country and got them to put their stories together about their mothers. These different queen warriors around the country, and a sister from Haiti. And they all published Queen Warriors and the Women Who Reared Them. And this is incredible. And I'm in here. I wrote about my mama and my grandmamas. So I hope that you would get this book, and just hope that you would get the book. I'm so grateful, and I totally, totally, totally give thanks to this Queen Mother, um, who is now an ancestor, and I'm just grateful for her knowledge and her wisdom that she imparted to me. And so, family, that's the name of the book. That's where you can order the book. And with that, family, have a good night.